Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. I've got some good news for you guys all the way from Canada. But before we continue, if you're seeing this beautiful face for the first time, you are welcome. My name is Ammy. I'm a content creator and I have a lot of videos on relocation, conferences, studying abroad, visas, everything that has to do with immigration, right? You'll find them on my channel. The link to all my videos will be dropped in the description of this video so you can check it out. By the way, with the one-on-one section we'll be having with some of our subscribers here on YouTube, right? We discovered that a lot of people really don't have full details on how to immigrate to Canada using different pathways, or how to open an EE profile on the Canada immigration website. And they've been paying lots of money to agents. Now, here is the thing. If you want to use our services on how to immigrate to Canada using different pathways, right? The link will be in the description of this video so you can check it out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend it to others. It is also a beautiful way of supporting my channel. Please subscribe to my channel if you love content like this. Share my videos with your friends and your loved ones and keep watching.
Hello guys, you're welcome to Immigrate with Ammy. Today we want to speak about opportunity in Canada, and we'll be talking about an immigration stream in the province of Alberta, for which there is very high demand right now because of the nature of this immigration stream. So the focus is for me to tell you a little bit about what the stream is, what are the requirements, how can you apply for it, what are the eligibility criteria, and different other information that is useful for this particular stream. We always like to share information about Canada immigration because it's really extensive. There are quite a lot of opportunities for people who want to immigrate to Canada. Canada presents huge opportunity for people who are looking to immigrate. And the fact that they actually have numerous immigration pathways makes it easy for people to actually explore all these different pathways. And today we are focusing on one of such pathways in the province of Alberta. Apart from the Federal Express Entry immigration pathway, provinces in Canada also have their own immigration pathways that people can actually use to move to Canada as permanent resident. And I'm going to be showing you some different streams, and then we will actually single out one of them which is in high demand right now and has a lot of flexibility, has a lot of opportunities attached to it. Okay, so guys, you are welcome to the province of Alberta. Okay, so what you can see here is the immigration platform, the Alberta immigration platform, where you can find information about all of the opportunities that are in Alberta when it comes to permanent residency. So maybe you don't know, but Alberta actually has different types of streams. So they have a separate stream for workers, they have a separate stream for entrepreneurs. We are focusing on the streams for workers, okay? And under that, they actually have three main pathways. So the first one is the Alberta opportunity stream. These are for people who already live and work in Alberta and they already have a job offer. They also have the Alberta Express Entry stream, which mainly is based on invitation. So once you have your Express Entry profile set up, the government of Alberta can actually give you an invitation to apply right from your Express Entry profile, and then you can go through the process of applying to them. We are not also talking about that today. We are focusing on this third one, which is called the Rural Renewal Stream. So we want to look at this opportunity in Alberta and see how people who are looking to immigrate in Canada can take advantage of this rural renewal stream in Alberta. So let's talk about this particular immigration stream. What is this rural renewal stream? Okay, so this particular immigration pathway supports the attraction and retention of newcomers to some rural communities in Alberta. So it's a community-driven approach. So it's the community or the towns themselves that are driving this program because they want to support their local economic development needs, and they also want to ensure that they bring in foreigners or they bring in immigrants who can contribute to the growth of the communities that are involved. Okay, so this rural renewal stream empowers rural communities to recruit and retain foreign nationals to live, work, and settle in their communities. So it's driven by the community themselves. The communities have identified needs and they want foreign nationals to come into Canada to meet those needs in their communities, to live there, to continue to contribute to the economic development of those communities. And we're going to be, taking you through the entire process, which communities this is focused on, and how you can take full advantage of this. Okay, so the way it works is that so in this case, if you are going to be immigrating through this process, it is the communities themselves, okay, that will actually give you more or less like a designation. So it is the community themselves that will give you an endorsement letter that you would use to apply for your permanent residence. Okay, so basically that is more or less the summary of what the program is about, and now we'll start going into more details about this rural renewal stream. Okay, so this is not actually for all communities or all cities or all towns in Alberta. There is a list of designated communities for which this program is meant for up till now. Okay, and on this portal you can actually see on this table the list of those communities. So I'm showing you right here on this table the community, the name of the community, and the date since when they have been designated as part of the communities that can actually participate in this rural renewal stream. Okay, so City of Brooks, City of Grand Prairie, Town of Whitecourt, and so on and so forth. You can see the list right here, and I'm going to show you later on why it's important for you to know which communities are actually designated. Okay, I'm going to show you the reason why I'm showing you this particular table right now. So you can see the list of the communities here. Okay, so these are the communities that are designated to bring in people through this rural renewal stream. Okay, moving on, let's talk about the requirement of this rural renewal stream. What are the requirements? So the first thing is that you must show intention to reside and work in that designated community. So that's the first thing. So they want you to show that you have the intention to come and settle there, because these are community-driven initiatives and they're actually looking for people who will actually settle in those communities. Now, the second thing is that you need to ensure that your job category is part of those that are eligible to apply under this rural renewal stream. And I'm going to be showing you right here the list of occupations that are not eligible for this rural renewal stream. So if this occupation that I'm going to be showing you, if this occupation codes or this occupation list is one of yours, then you are actually not eligible to apply under this rural renewal stream. So let's take a look at them. So what are the ineligible occupations? So legislators, escort agency managers, massage parlor managers, judges, authors and writers, musicians and singers, justices of the peace, actors, comedians and circus performers, painters, sculptors and other visual artists, artisans and craft persons, athletes, dental laboratory bench workers, home child care providers, home support workers, caregivers and related occupations, casino occupations, other performers, other support occupations in personal services, and harvesting laborers. So this list that I've just mentioned right here are the list of occupations that are not eligible for this rural renewal stream. So if your job is one of these occupations, then you are not eligible to apply. Moving on in the list of, the eligibility requirement, you would also need that community to give you a letter of endorsement, because it's community driven. It must be the community more or less nominating you for this program. Another criteria that you need to meet is that you must have a job offer from that particular community, okay? And that is one of the reasons why I actually showed you the list of communities that are currently participating in this stream, so that when I show you where you can apply for jobs, you will be able to narrow down your job search to these communities, okay? Because one of the criteria is that you must have a valid job offer from that community. So let's move on to the other requirement for this program. You are also required to show the adequate level of language proficiency, okay? So for this stream, you can either choose to show your language proficiency in English or French, or both of them. So if you are going to be showing your language proficiency language, depending on your occupation code, if your occupation code falls within the category 0, 1, 2, or 3, then you must have a minimum of 5 for each English language skill. According to the Canadian language benchmark, you would need to have a minimum of 5 in each of the English language skills. So reading, writing, speaking, and listening. If your occupation code is in the category 4 or 5, then you only need to have a minimum of Canadian language benchmark 4. Okay, so CLB 4 for each of the English language skill. For French language, depending also on your job category, if it's in the category 0, 1, 2, or 3, you would need a 5. If it's in the category 4 or 5, you would also need a band 4 for that. Okay. Apart from the language proficiency requirement, when it comes to education, this is actually great because you only need to have high school education. So you don't need a college or university degree to be able to apply under this stream. You only need high school certificate. You must have actually gone through the process of evaluating your high school credential with the appropriate authorities like WES, for example. So basically, these are some of the requirements. The next requirement which you would need to actually, show proof of is settlement fund. So you also need to show that you have the right amount of fund to settle you in that community. And the amount that you would need to show depends on your family size. I'm going to show you on this table right here what you would need to show based on your family size. So there are two factors that decides how much proof of fund you will need to show. The first one is your family size, and the second one is the population size of the community that you are moving to. So let's look at this table and just do some comparison. Imagine that you are applying as a single person and you are going to a community that has a population of less than 1,000 people. Then you actually need around 8,922 Canadian dollars as proof of fund. But let's imagine that as a single person you are moving to a community that has a population between 30,000 to almost 100,000. Then you would need to show proof of fund equivalent to 11,093 Canadian dollars. So just giving you a comparison and showing you this table for you to be able to estimate how much proof of fund you will need to show. Okay, so if I were you, since you have not yet decided which of the communities, pick the maximum amount and work towards it. Okay, so for example, if you are married, right, and you have a child as a family of 3, then you would need, for example, 16,977 Canadian dollars. So guys, you can see the requirement for proof of fund right here on this table. The good thing is we are going to share all these relevant links in the video description for your own research. Let's move on to the application process. Okay, so how do you apply for this rural renewal stream? Imagine that you've been able to land a job offer. You have the certificate of nomination from the community. How do you apply? It's very simple. The application is done entirely online, meaning that from the comfort of your home, you can actually submit that application entirely. So first you have to review the eligibility criteria to be sure that you meet all the requirements, and then you would go online to this portal to actually complete your application and pay the relevant application fee. We'll also drop the link to the online portal here where you can submit the application when you are ready to actually make that application. Okay, so basically once you submit your application, it's just for you to wait on the community and Canada Immigration to process your application and then complete it and approve your permanent residency visa. This stream is community driven. At the same time, it depends on you getting a job offer in that community. Okay, so I want to show you guys a platform where you can find jobs in Alberta. And then apart from looking for random jobs in Alberta, you can filter by the locations that are participating in this rural renewal stream and then focus on your job search for those communities. Okay, so you are welcome to the Alberta Alice, which is a portal where you can find job postings in Alberta. There are a lot of filters that you can apply, but the one that is relevant for the rural renewal stream is the location right here. So if you click on that location, you can see that it gives you a list of all the communities, all the cities, all the towns in Alberta. What you have to do if you want to focus your search to communities that are participating in the rural renewal stream is for you to go to the list of those participating communities, which I showed you right here. And then, for example, look at the city of Brooks, city of Grand Prairie, town of Whitecourt. So you go back to the job portal and you filter by those cities. Once you are done filtering by those cities and you come back to the job search, it's only going to display jobs in those communities that are currently participating. For example, I only chose 2 of those communities, Brooks and Grand Prairie, and is actually giving me 495 jobs in just 2 communities. You can imagine if you filter for all of the communities, I'm sure it will be well over thousands of jobs. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, all these jobs that you are seeing on this list are only for 2 of the participating communities, and you can start going ahead to apply for those jobs. Okay, because once you can get a job offer, the community will nominate you, or they will give you that certificate that you need, and then with those 2 documentations you would actually be able to apply for permanent residency under this rural renewal stream. So apart from Alberta Alice, you can also search for job in Alberta from the Canada Job Bank. Okay, we've done a lot of videos where we reviewed job search on this Canada Job Bank, but you can also filter by province. Okay, there are provinces and territories here, right? So you can filter by Alberta and then search for jobs in those communities that are participating. So basically, it starts with your job search. It starts with getting a job. It starts with targeting those communities for your job search, landing a job, and then using that job offer as a proof to apply for the rural renewal stream. So guys, this is a great idea. This is a great opportunity. A lot of these rural communities in Canada need people, and you can tap into that opportunity. Okay, so if you need support, if you need a one-on-one guide, we're available for that. We're also putting together an information pack on all of these immigration pathways, and you will be able to have access to it shortly. Okay, so thank you so much guys for listening. We wish you guys all the best. Please make sure you have clicked on the like button, because it's one of the ways you can actually show to us that you appreciate what we are doing right here. And if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. There are a lot of information right there. Actually, there's a wealth of information that is useful, and most people have actually been benefiting from all this information that we share. So thank you so much guys for watching once again, and have a lovely day. Bye.